this is the closest that we can get to Great League. So here I am with a line being formed by Galarian Slowking up on the lead, while Shadow Aggron and Lapras with one move will remain at the back. So I'm having also Scald Burst here on my Lapras on your left while I'm using it with a single move. This mainly because if you want to use it with 2 attacks, well, feel free to do so. But I had this Lapras already caught at this amount of CP and I was pretty glad about it, so I decided to use it with a single move. Not gonna purchase a second one for the catch cap, especially since I have already reached Legend. So we're having here the Surf now in order to finish off this Hitmontop after they unleash the power of the close combat, and most of those battles are gonna have some spice, as you can absolutely imagine, because not a lot of trainers are gonna spend their resources for the catch cap. Able to completely farm down the Togekiss here with our Shadow Aggron, and trust me when I say this, Shadow Aggron is garbage, okay? Do you remember me calling Red Steel a metal trash can? Well, this is even worse. So we're having now the Quillfish on the switch, and guess what? I'm getting a little bit too cocky here because they're gonna hit us with a Shadow Ball, and I believe that I can foreshadow the next one. So yeah, I'm just gonna call it, and it ends up being just another Shadow Ball, so down we go. Pretty bad play from my part, totally, and now we can reach to that Surf to finish off the Quillfish. However, we are gonna go for the second one since they decide to block, and they can still survive, which means that we have to call it once again, and guess what is happening? Another Shadow Ball. Are you kidding me, trainer? What are you doing? Triple Shadow Ball to destroy me down. At the back, the Galarian Stunfisk, and we eventually back out because this will make no sense at all to both of us staying in there. Water Gun Lantern now up against our Galarian Slowking, and you know what, this is kinda of an even matchup, especially if we can land those Shadow Balls. Also, I cannot switch that easily to any of my backline Pokemon because they will both struggle. However, they hit us with a hard hitting move, we have to switch out as soon as possible, and we meet up with a Ninetales on its Shadow form and the Alola. Are you kidding me? This is looking kinda promising for us, because if they throw here the Weather Ball and not the Psyshock, we can survive, and Surf now is imminent to destroy down this poor Ninetales. Down they go. No, they survive. Okay, at the moment I was like, we won this one, right? But they survived. Wow, just wow. Anyways, our Shadow Aggron is gonna go in. That was absolutely amazing, and we will try to completely farm down. It all depends on the final Pokemon, which is gonna be the Noctowl, so we have to reach as soon as possible to the Meteor Beam. They are gonna take it despite the fact that they had the shield, and down they go in one hit. That was awesome. Shadow Aggron going to town, and we were definitely lucky about it. So we're gonna have a weird run now for the next 3 battles, and we're having now this Pancake up on the lead, the Pancake against our Bob Pokemon, and of course the Surf damage will have to be respected by our opponent. I know that we can take one Mud Bomb, but not a second for sure. At the switch we're met up with that Drapion, and I will try to catch a potential Crunch. Of course this is not gonna work towards my advantage, and I have to reveal my Shadow Aggron very early into this battle. I know that the Pancake is definitely gonna do a lot of work against my Aggron, so I'm just gonna go ahead and sacrifice it here for the a greater cause, since now I can go in with my Lapras and start doing some solid work. I know the Pancake will return at some point, it has some energy definitely, and Discharge can absolutely destroy down my Lapras, so farming down here with my Lapras will be on a very good point for us. However, at the back there is gonna be a Tentacruel, and not gonna lie, we're not looking that great right now. All I have to do here is to go for the Shadow Ball, and perhaps right after this I will back out because reasons. Okay, into the next one now with the Palosine up on the lead. Not the best lead once again, not the worst, because we can also do super effective damage back at them. We have to let the first move, if it is gonna be an Avalanche, go through. However, they are gonna, oh no, it is gonna be the Avalanche, okay. So yeah, shield on the opposing part, and now we're gonna reach to the Shadow Ball. Do they think they got a Surf here? Oh, perhaps they thought. So now we can go in with the Lapras. Amazing battles here. And I'm pretty comfortable about Piloswine even with my Shadow Aggron because this Pokemon does a lot of damage with those Shadow Smackdowns. Able to reach now to serve for the final Pokemon, which is the Drapion. And to be honest, with the current event going on, a lot of Dark Poisons are gonna exist in the meta. So if you have a ground type, something like the Pancake that we saw before, well, feel free to use it because it is only gonna work towards your advantage. So right now we're gonna be able to pressure this weird Piloswine Pokemon. So we're just gonna go ahead and seal the potential high horsepower. They decide to go for the bait, pretty cool bait, and now Rock Tomb will debuff their attack stat. So perhaps I should have gotten here to the Meteor Beam, but still it is kinda arguable if I could farm down because they still reach to that high horsepower. And yeah, we're gonna go down. I totally missed track of energy for this Piloswine. Into the next one now with that Lantern, and as you can see we're losing a lot. That's because that Aggron is not the best Pokemon that you can use, but definitely a very fun one if you can get the alignment correctly. Going here for the Shadow Ball for big damage on the Lantern, but still not enough, might just be the key. I will try to go for the potential bait because as it seems they want to stay in, and to my experience they want to have the upper hand no matter what if they play like this. So using a shield on myself will definitely provoke them in using their energy pretty early on this battle. So this Lantern now is most likely gonna be kinda problematic against my team, but still we're having a nice plan around it. So right here, Slowbro with a Psychic up against our Pokemon, and Lapras now will answer back with that Surf to finish off the Slowbro. Immediately switching out to my Aggron because I know that the Lantern might return. However, at the back there is gonna be the Ninetales, and all we have to do is to rely on our crazy damage output in order to destroy them down. One Weather Ball, two Weather Balls before they faint, which is a bummer, and now we're extremely low here. We have to reach on the Rock Tomb as soon as possible. Perhaps the Meteor Beam could have been the better option, but it's still arguable. I was thinking that after that debuff we could farm down with our Lapras, but as it seems we have to spend our final shield. Can we finish them off? They only have 1 HP. We cannot, and right now we're gonna fall down to that second Surf. Doesn't matter. Now let's move forward into the final one, trainers, as we're having the Ampharos up on the lead. So Ampharos is a pretty tricky Pokemon. It might carry Focus Blast for our Aggron, it might carry Thunder Punch for our Lapras, or even Brutal Swing for our Slowking. So you can see as to how this Pokemon can be a troublemaker. Because they're switching out though, I have a feeling that this is gonna be a non-Brutal Swing Ampharos, so we have to rely on our Lapras here on the switch. Against Umbreon, this battle might take a while to unfold, but still those Surfs are gonna add up in damage in combination with those Water Guns. So let's see how this is gonna unfold since they are getting pretty close to their next move. Gonna reach now to the next Surf as we took the shield before with a potential Skull Bass, and just because you do not have Skull Bass, you can always bait for it, so why not do that? And it absolutely worked here. We're just gonna go in now with our Slowking because we do not want to reveal our Aggron yet, and with that mindset we're just gonna keep pressuring with those back-to-back Surfs. Now they go in with the Ampharos, but still not gonna throw, which is crazy for them, and now they will throw the move, which means that if it is gonna be Thunder Punch we can survive, and our Aggron will snipe them down before they reach to the move. Down they go, they back out, and that is gonna wrap things up for today's video. A fantasy team with great battles today. Thank you for watching, trainers, and for staying till the end. Just be sure to leave a huge like, and of course subscribe to the channel if you are new around here. If you want to see more of my videos, one of these two might be just of interest to you, so feel free to check them out, and I will see you all into that next one.